I drank it too much. And so, I don't know if those things are related, but all of a sudden Zach inserted. It's okay, don't worry.
Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get it to sync up, but I'll have our AV guys look at that whenever you're.
It's okay, Frankie's plenty loud, and I'm plenty loud. So, all of a sudden, he's been ghosting, Zach's been, well, his campaign has been ghosting like a Tinder date, and so I said, Frank, you're coming. And we're fortunate that Frank, he is beholden to no one. And Frank, do you know who that, you can see him on yours, do you know who that guy is? No, down the screen.
Cargill. I see that. I don't know who that guy is. He's got gray hair too.
Well, that is
He's
Brian
got better teeth.
Sykes, who is the chief executive officer of Cargill. And
Better
even
James.
if Brian Sykes walked in this room and said, Frank, I will fund your organization for 4 years, Frank would say, hey, get out of here with your Jurassic Park nonsense. We don't want you. So,
Wait a minute.
What?
Wait a minute. Now look, we take money from a Catholic church. It's got a bad brand. It's got issues.
Well, that's corporate agriculture.
Yeah, well, I know, but what I'm saying is, we'll give you money, no questions asked.
Oh, well, okay.
Take it, you can do good with it. Just saying. Don't save it, don't put it in the bank. There's plenty of places right away, up front, could use the money, and still go after the SOB. Don't change your rap. Do what you need to do. Yeah, I take money from people who come from the military. God bless them.
I stand corrected. Frank's no better than the politicians.
Thank you.
So, anyhow, that's my introduction to Frank. He's going to talk a little bit about what he does, and you guys have, if you get some questions, and you guys can ask him throughout, or you can use the question on your heart, or you can ask him any questions based on what he talks about. So, with that, I give you Frank. Cordaro.
So I just want to give a couple of introductory type things, and then we're going to answer your questions. And I want you to know I'm 74 years old, and I'm going to claim that age as my point of reference and where my wisdom comes. I think wisdom is personal, and it's when you're old, it's shared experience. I just want to qualify it. Personal, my shared experience. It has some commonality, I'm betting, because I'm a human being and I think I should reach any other human being with my personal experience. But you all are going to have your own personal experience at 74. You know, people say, I hate hearing that you're a has-been. I go, are you kidding? If you're not a has-been at 74, who you been? So that's all right. And I'm a person who also, I believe I'm a radical Christian. And by radical, I mean go to the root. And I've been carrying this burden of following Jesus since I was your age. And I, for some reason, have come to some conclusions about the text that are just radical. By that I mean, it goes to the root, and it's true to the to its purpose and meaning. Yeah. So now I know this is going to be a stretch, but any book where the guy you follow tells you that you have to, hope this isn't a big stretch, love your enemies, should automatically cross out the option of killing your enemies. Did I move too fast? Because that was one of my major stumbling blocks as I journeyed my way with Jesus. And went to seminary and studied to be a priest. Yeah, and all of this issue about dogma, creed, thinking stuff, you know, I worked real hard to understand it. I wasn't real smart. My BA was in PE and health. I never bought a book in my discipline. I was born to be a coach. My father was a coach. He didn't want to be a smart coach. He wanted to be a coach that inspired people. So I didn't pay much attention in college. I had a great time, got my BA, but I was attracted to try to be a priest, and I learned this stuff about Jesus. And I went to 2 priests that I respected. I remember that in college saying, you know, Father Jack, Father Bob, I read this stuff. I don't think anybody's following this guy. And you know what they said? Which was like great. They said, yeah, it's a problem. So I've been living that. And so enough of my development. But what I've been doing is I've been a Catholic worker. If you know anything about the Catholic Church, it's big. It's got people on the left. It's got people on the right. Its brand right now is in the toilet. It's got some really systemic structural issues. It's afraid of women. It's got issues. These are old, and they're. It's a big church, and any church that has more moral clarity on the use of condoms than it does on the possession of thermonuclear weapons is seriously unbalanced. Now, I say that about the Roman Catholic Church in the United States of America. I would say the same thing about the Episcopalians too, because don't they have moral clarity on birth control? But where are they at on the possession of thermonuclear weapons? Nowhere to be had. In fact, none of the so-called Christian churches in this country have taken a stand that means anything to the arms race and the precarious place we are as a human species right now. So, I belong to a community of Catholics, but you don't have to be Catholics. It's called the Catholic Worker. A lot of us don't work. We serve the poor. We do it voluntarily in community. We beg. We're open 5 days a week on our first floor. 18 hours totally open a week. We serve 11 meals during that time. And it adds up to around 700 meals a week, if you want the quantity. So we're seeing a lot of people on our first floor coming and going. We've got 1 bathroom, 1 shower. We give away a lot of food and stuff. We beg stuff. We beg everything. It's a voluntary place. We're desperately looking for people right now to help us do the work. We're low on people, but the people we have are amazing. I currently live in a community that we speak 3 different languages. You got English going, then you got Spanish, and then you got Arabic. Wow. And we're intergenerational. And we only have 1 young guy. His name is Luke. He's a senior at Drake, neat kid. But we can use some more younger people. We've been around 48, 49 years. I'm going to shut up now and answer questions. All right, where did you go? All right.
Oh, well, can you explain that picture?
All right, that's the, okay, yes, 1979, Jimmy Carter. He was pushing a thing called the SALT II Treaty. And I had just got into the Catholic Worker movement. The August before that, I did a blood spilling at the Pentagon, did 30 days in jail. It's my first act of civil disobedience, going to jail, filled with the Spirit, knowing that God was on my side and no one else was. I got invited to the White House because my name got on a list. I don't know how it got on this list, I really don't. And it said, you're invited to the White House to assault to a briefing and wine and cheese with Jimmy Carter. And this is when he was trying to push it and promote it. I begged the money to fly into DC. I'm sure that as soon as I showed them my ID, they'd say, well, Mr. Cordaro, we're sorry. We noticed that you have this arrest at the Pentagon just last August, blood spilling, and we're not going to let you in. I go, you know, I expected that. I got through. I got to sit real close to where he was at. I sat down. I had to listen to people speak. It was driving me crazy. And when he came through, he was shaking people's hands. I almost was right there to shake his hand as he went right up there. And I unbuckled my pants because I had a bag of ashes. It was going to be part of my prop. And I went back down to sit down, grabbed the ashes, and Jimmy Carter's being introduced, and people are clapping and sitting down. And then I stand up and I say, Jimmy Carter's a liar! Okay, so a number of things happened at that time. I have a deep voice, you know, I'm a man, that sort of thing. Were you really, really nervous and scared? Your voice is going real high, Jimmy Carter, you know? And the ashes. Well, the concept was throw the ashes and, you know, they would come out fluffy. These ashes represent the dead of first strike, but they were in my pants for so long, I was so nervous, they condensed and they came out like lumps of clay. These ashes represent the dead, and while I did that, my pants was unbuckled, and they started to go down, so I had to quickly bend over to hold my pants, and by the time I did that, the Secret Service people were all over me, dragging me out of the place. All right, so brief moment at the White House, but the people, it was all the three major TV channels, and there were only 3 channels then, covered it. A guy named Walter Cronkite said my name, you know, and the point about the treaty being a lie, well, Jimmy Carter, as president, had to sign off on the development of first strike nuclear weapons, which would later be used by Ronald Reagan to leverage Europe in the big standoff in the 80s. All part of the empire, all part of evil. I am part of a generation that denied the sin of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, and embraced nuclearism, and lived with the whole idea of imminent death. Now, we live in a world where imminent death is still with us, but we've done some things systematically in my lifetime called, let's just start with Iowa, industrial corporate agriculture. And in my lifetime, get this, for a generation, half of the soil God gave the human race to grow food with for the rest of the whatever run we have on this planet, half of it has been pissed down the rivers, ruined by oil, causing climate change down there in the Gulf, killing our drinking water, killing our air. Listen, industrial corporate agriculture is war on the planet when we're not at war. So, somebody else got a question? Yeah.
What was your experience like being in jails and prisons for your civil disobedience actions?
Okay. I'm bent differently. I just say that because right now there's somebody in jail that we're supporting, a member of our community, on loan to the Federal Bureau of Prisons for 8 years. She's doing 8 years for what she and her partner, Ruby, Jessica Resnicek, heard that name? She got 8 years for dismantling the oil pipeline that was coming through Iowa. The Dakota pipeline, it had stuff coming through Iowa. These two young women went up and down the pipeline, dismantling it, figuring out how to, by using a blow